All right, AKA Patters. Happy Tuesday. Happy post Memorial Day. I hope you had a good one. Yeah, this morning, a little bit of a slow start, but just had to take some notes in the moleskin here. Had to touch up yesterday's shadow piece. First time ever working on the shadow. And speaking of first time working on Nubia. Now, this was originally for Black History Month. And guess what? Clearly I ain't completed. Now, months get busy, topics come up. I may go down a drawing or video stream that's like kind of away from my regular scheduled content type rollout. Or the 9 to 5 work stuff could pop up, personal issues could, like whatever can pop up sometimes pops up. And during Black History Month, I kind of fell short on a few of these drawings. So let's just get into it. Now, give me 1 second. I have to go. I have to go get a little bit of the coffee and grab my cell phone. Now I'm going to take this. I'm going to get this as far as I can, as far as possible. Now, yesterday too, I really upset myself. I left my ink open, so let's hope we do some good inking today. All right, and then I don't know. The one of my Amazon devices was just trying to talk to me, and let's just get this going. Cheers. Got some morning coffee. And look, the intent of these streams is always to just stay in the practice of drawing, get regular with it, get better with streaming, get better with, just being an online personality that people love. Yeah, and it's all practice. But hey, I just want to show this off. You guys know how much I love the Hot Wheels. I do believe Hot Wheels are the greatest toy line ever. Really are. It's like Barbie on one side, Hot Wheels on the other. I got this. It's an EV Humvee, and I'm guessing it's electric. But I absolutely love that the skateboard. I don't know if you guys can see the skateboards are molded into the flatbed here. I absolutely love it. This also too just reminds me of the Jeep Gladiator. And I absolutely love that vehicle. Well, let's get into it. Nubia. We'll just start with her hair. And we'll get this done. Now, a lot of this, too, is me. It's me kind of just trying to complete as many of these, let's just call them like hanging chads that I have just lying around. And it's pathetic how much work I started, including Trial by Fire and Uzi Susie issue 3 that I have to finish. 2, I gotta make a call and just get that sucker to the printer. But yeah, this is also like just kind of the baseline for the direction for this. I just love it. I really do. I love kind of the more crazy extreme ways of drawing characters. I love the wild proportions. I just feel like it just goes in line with kind of drawing fantasies, like kind of just like and who am I to say like these proportions for this lady here could be the fantasies for someone. Who am I to judge? Now, I got to put my volume back up on my phone. Sorry, we are looking at messages. Sorry, just going through messages. Yeah, I my volume's been off for a couple days now. Let's just get into it though. All right, come on, let's go, let's go. We're supposed to be drawing here. But the detail for her hair is really just something. I just had to just give myself enough space to work with, to render, to texturize, because it's drawing dreads like this. It's just so much fun. The amount of detail is just awesome. It really is. Here we go. Yeah, AKA Patters, this stuff takes time. But you know what? I think that's the important part. I think it's always important to participate in the process. Look, guys, I'm middle of the morning. I have a road trip coming up in a few days. That's a distraction. We get messages on that. We're already getting messages for the 9 to 5, getting vacation messages already. So there's just a lot for me to manage. This is almost unstream worthy. I just feel like I'm on a run of unstream worthy work. Why is that? Beautiful day here in Philadelphia, by the way, everyone. Alexa, what's the weather?
In Philadelphia, it's 61 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly sunny skies. Today's forecast calls for more of the same, with a high of 76 degrees and a low of 54 degrees.
And this is Alexa, stop on frame device. And this is still a character that, like I'm just somewhat really fascinated by it, like picking up and catching, like I guess like to a degree, right? Like catching fire, because as much as we want to say what we think about a character like this, kind of like adopting the Wonder Woman title, and like and sometimes it's permanent. It's like more permanent than others from time to time, right? I think that's a fair assessment. Uh, right, like it kind of like that discussion point goes back and forth, but just the idea that she really kind of came up through the 60s and during a downturn time for Wonder Woman, where there really was a lot of experimentation for reasons, like like it is very, it's more interesting that is the occurrence of the character versus what they're doing with the character. Sorry, we're just Yo, troll, what's up, buddy? Yeah, early stream. Dealing just had an email that I had to respond to. Yeah, just trying to squeeze it in, and it's almost like crunch time when it comes to uh me having to kind of just complete some of this work before I disappear on vacay for a little bit. But at the same time, there will be rollouts. There will be video, and potentially, because I can pre-record live streams here. I'm going to try and do maybe 4 pre-recorded live streams while I'm away. I just won't be able to interact during the live stream. But it's good stuff. I kind of was posting earlier just over the idea of um like, what do you do when you wake up, right? Like, do you hit the gym or do you hit the drawing table? And every single day it's like, it really is a struggle, because I kind of want to do both at the same time. And if I'm not kind of going early enough, now keep in mind too, there's more usually morning debriefing time with the girl, right? We kind of go through our day. There's morning sit down coffee share and morning reading. So that's a little bit of the process. There we go. We got password reset. Things are kicking up. Jeez, that quick. It's all right though. Now, some of this I have to figure out. Right. Dude, I absolutely loathe reaching this way or this way across the camera lens. I feel like we need a little bit of help here. Yeah, see, like, I kind of want to say, I'm like posting up her. It's almost like I got the wrong position for her headpiece here. Maybe I'll grab the book real quick if I can kind of. See, we'll try and like make this kind of again look like it's rolling type thing. Well, almost like for her line, we'll make the headpiece have a headpiece. A little bit of like Art Nouveau here with the ornamentation for the headpiece. anything you hear right now is the forever ongoing construction site. I can't believe this entire session is just me working on hair. But hey, that's the price. So the intention for, like, usually the process for these, just to kind of is to, we kind of we put this in, we digitize this as is, because I prefer pencil lines, right? And I realize that kind of makes me seem like I'm crazy, but I prefer pencil lines, just off of the, like, the energy that's underneath the line work. Like, that's kind of what I'm trying to preserve with pencil lines. So we get that into the we scan that in, like, as is type stuff, and then we erase it, scan it, and so now we have it clean to maybe do like a digital color, and then from there we practically color it. So, like, we'll kind of have like two color versions, and that's just me kind of experimenting with like coloring type, like kind of just with like just with what we can get out of the material first, or the not the material, like the medium. That's what I'm trying to say, the medium first. But I kind of see, like, I wanted a little bit of the idea of, like, her having like a dreaded headpiece, and then that kind of like unraveling and fraying during the course of a fight, same as like a pro wrestler would. I think that's a very accurate comparison. All right. I mean, I think we have her to a point, right? like only 30 minutes in on this. So I think we're kind of, if we go an hour. And the idea here is that like everything is destroyed. Like everything she's holding, everything around her. Like this was like the battle of the century right here. Yo, the Nick, what's up, bud? The Nick, we got a. I was just kind of mentally going through my rollout today. We definitely, if we're interested, we need like a video preview. Disney Plus X-Men '97 video coming. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I did a quick Twitter post the other day about a like a comic book cover from it, and like I have to say, like the pushback and the reaction not was what I was expecting. I was expecting things to go the other way, but that's why that's a great use of Twitter. But cheers, the Nick. What's everyone up to today? Can I get some updates? I need to know. Yeah, so like the area here that's bothering me is the hilt, like right there. I think that's getting a little muddy, but we're still going to try and do as much as we can, because that kind of like once I get like with the 9 to 5, like once I get something going and there's like traction on either an issue or a decision, like I kind of have to jump on that as soon as possible, just to clear out the rest of my day. Here we go. Nothing is cooler. I don't care what you guys say, but when like big blades have just like chunks taken out. The Nick just woke up. Well, Nick, like, are you tea or coffee? Get yourself some coffee. Only drink tea if it's caffeinated tea. If you're doing both, at least make one of them green tea. Do that for me. Yeah, and then it's like where it gets like fun and tricky. It's really where oh yeah, see her. This right here goes underneath her leg. But no, where it gets tricky though is where I like to pre-record a lot of stuff and go out, do my time in the office, and hit something local here in Philly for me to sit down and edit and publish. Coffee, yeah, the Nick, yes. All right, you are a part of the AKA Pad Army. Like here's the funny thing. I really did not discover coffee. I was probably in my late 30s by the time I discovered coffee. How amazing is that? Alcohol too was probably like early 30s. So a lot of the times when I joke about drinking and alcohol and like all these other things, like I'm coming from a place of not having it for a entire like prime time, which would be like 20 something. Like I've long said that about myself, where like I kind of wanted, um, I wanted to be primed in certain areas first, and I just always felt like alcohol and the need for coffee would come to me, because it's not like I reject uh the benefits of both. And yes, like alcohol does have a benefit, especially when it comes to socializing and being around people. But the trick is to like not to have that consume you. And same with coffee. Yeah, dude. Yeah, damage is right. That's true. Cheers to that, Nick. So I always want to say Nick. It's the Nick. I gotta be better with correcting that. But let's go back to the. It's just like, it's morning coffee. Let's go. So some of this too is like I'll kind of come back with some uh way out, and just kind of like I call it like adding halos, where you kind of add a halo around an area to make it noticeable, make it clear, make to communicate it. And that's really what the intention is. Like when you draw, it's not just like, like you're working on something like cool and something like fun to look at. It's like you're just communicating one idea. And that always needs to be. See, and I think some of the like things like this, where like they're just like impacts from just like different sources. like I just feel like when you draw a weapon, which is why like drawing swords and just the appeal of swords and the visual of swords never really went away. It's because there's more of a story in a sword and a shield than there is in like a gun, for example. Yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, dude. Yeah, we're going to color this. The style for the coloring. Let's see if it's underneath here. Jeez, is it? Ah, right here. So the style is going to be similar to this. Okay, so it's going to be big highlights, big rendering, crazy highlight. Yeah, I usually like so for here for oh my god, Shuri here because this is my version of Shuri. Shuri, yeah, like I kind of went hard with the purple highlight here, and I get it. Black Panther is now like a predominantly like purple character. Like I get it, like black, but purple's really the replacement for Black Panther and coloring him. Uh, I usually go with like extreme highlights. So for Nubia here, it's probably going to be either red, light blue, or green. But I'm digging, like already working on this. And let's see, do we have something here? Like maybe like this guy right here. See, like I'm seeing this like down here, like down the neck, through the shoulder, like almost like a reflection here, but not here. And it's just like the green, the color of her skin, and then like kind of like the gold armor, but the gold armor might get light blue highlights, which would be, well, here's a pen, but the color like this. What's this pen doing here? We don't need that. But yeah, and just to get back to what I was addressing here, yeah, the damage is, it's it's important to like the story of the picture. Like like some of like what's happening with her face and kind of like a little bit of that blood splatter and the grime that's on her. Like that's a story element, but what's going to draw people in and attract them is going to be the sword here, the shield here. That's what they'll kind of see, and they'll be like almost like a cognizant like connection. So, but that's the idea, and I guess to like counter that and work like hypocrisy into the piece is the like the shots of the reflections and the shines, and that's almost like the armor is destroyed, the armor is broken, the armor is barely on her, but it's still like mystical, it's still of a source that we cannot determine, that we don't know, that she may not even know. And that's a part, again, like that's the fantasy part. We're drawing fantasy, we're drawing ideas, and uh again, foundation, that's the baseline, we go from there. But yeah, we will be adding color. I may not be adding color this session. And I do feel like there's something missing, just when it comes to like the modern depiction and uh, like art direction of some of these covers and variant covers now, where I just feel like if someone has one shot to see a character, like it should be just like a cover. Like it should be a cover, and the cover should be like pow type thing. And with these alternate covers, yeah, it takes away uh the editorial to give that kind of like direction and that mandate, and even it hurts their selection of individuals that can do that for that book. And I'm getting more and more truly perturbed by just this reliance on homage covers. Like I don't think people realize the actual harm it causes, and it's hard to kind of convince people that they they're almost like a crime. They're a crime against creativity. Like who wants to hear that? Especially when someone like has had a crowdfunder where, they're doing, Jim Lee X-Men #1, or they're riffing on Turtles #1, or X-Force #1, or the new Teen Titans #1, which is the best of all of those. I don't know, aka Patters. I really don't see it. And I just feel like if you're a publisher, like the clock's ticking. If you're independent, the clock's ticking on how many eyeballs. Like even if you have a successful crowdfunder, right? Like let's just say like successful crowdfunder, like you hit like what's successful? Like 80,000, I guess. 100,000. Like you kind of reach that pinnacle, and you waste like new imagery for your character, an imagery that could go viral on a homage. Now, given a homage could go viral, right? Maybe, but what's more valuable? It's more valuable if something original goes viral. And that is the truth. Yeah, I mean, it's something I battle so much, the Nick. It really does, because and I'm not saying some of them aren't like creative or fun to look at, or like you may have a connection to what that like Spider-Man 300, right? Like you may have a connection. You may remember buying Spider-Man 300 not from a comic shop, but from a newsstand, and you may have that visceral like nostalgia for it, but it doesn't mean as a publisher a person like you should like it's almost like the reaction people have with Spider-Man 3 with that 300 cover. As a publisher, your objective should be to match that, so someone has a similar experience with your cover, Like, and I do feel like when it comes to long-term branding and marketing, um, the two are separate. Always keep that in mind. Branding is over here, marketing's like over here. Like they're not even like on the same line. They're like that. Okay. They're just different layers of the cake. But I just feel like you rob yourself. I feel like you rob your audience. You rob everyone the opportunity of something new. I feel like I'm prepping for a video here. Yeah, it's just like, and now I'm going. So one of the video ideas for like the content drip while I'm away is I wanted to kind of do um like the fall of the American comic type thing, where I just kind of do maybe like 5 minute, 6 minute long videos on the 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 quick opinion, like what's kind of like a little bit of my hot take, non essay length opinion on some of these issues that I kind of see at this point that are beyond prevalent, and even when it comes to is it like kind of like here's another one, like is it a delusion that people think they can create a crowdfunding alternative for this branch of the audience uh outside the kicks outside Indiegogo, right? Because like we don't want to use, right, I get it, like Kickstarter, no. Some of the established guys are established enough to go both ways, but people want to see you make a choice. So that's a little bit of that psychology. And then we have people trying to create new crowdfunding platforms. And there's no, like, again, like just on the technology level, there's nothing behind those sites. Two of them, I went right into the like what I could see, like source wise, like source code wise, and or and it's just they're built. It's built on the backs of something else. It's not proprietary, not valuable. The data aggregation for it probably stinks, and the what you could do promotion wise from the site reaching out into other networks, very low. Baseline analysis like on some of that stuff, but I don't know, like, but the homage cover thing is definitely like I think that it would put me on the outskirts, but I don't know, like, does Cyberfrog have homage covers? Like, is EVS commissioning Dale Keown or Jay Lee to just copy someone else's work? No. So that's a little bit of that explanation. See here, this is a leg that can kick down a freaking dragon. Like, that's what we want, guys. Like, we kind of want some of this stuff as a standard. And I think it's fun. I think it's fun to look at your heroes this way. To kind of just say, like, holy crap, like that girl is a freaking weapon. But right, that's we're on the unpopular outskirts of wanting that from our babes. We'll just say it. and see, and her like her crotch cover, just it's like right underneath. So we get the again, always working McFarlane when you can. We get the McFarlane swirly whirlies here. But we're kind of already we're deep enough on this to where like I'm kind of happy getting back into it, getting some momentum to finish it, and just being happy that it's not looking at me every time I go through my to-do stack. But we're doing good here. See, like, so when it comes to erasing, like, like maybe a little bit of, like the draw through here for her crotch fabric, we'll just call it. Here we go. All right, all right. Ugh. I'm just kind of like, we're an hour in. I was hoping to complete this. And it's like, oh, what time is it? It's like 10 o'clock now. Oh, yeah, Nick. Wait, we got we got dueling Nicks. We got the Nick the Brick. I have to say, guys, I love both of the screen names, and I absolutely love uh both of these profile picture here's. Like, I love the artwork. This artwork is so wild, but this one's great too. Like, whenever this comes up, my screen this way is just big enough for me to make out some of like the detail, but this just right here, this kind of reminds me of Princess Mononoke or Monoko, right? Prince. It's just the like some of the scenes when she's like in the forest and there's just those creatures, those weird creatures. Yeah, the Nick. If you want to order Uzi Susie, what we're doing is I'm trying before I leave. I'm trying to do just solidify 3 separate print runs. I have a few of the second printing left. We're going into a third printing, but then we're doing first printing issue 2 very soon. And I was going to include the new packets with like all of that material. The problem with a little bit of the slowdown with Uzi Susie is the extra trading cards and stickers. So there just might be a little bit of a delay with that. Yeah, dude, Nick, you're awesome. But no, just hang tight for Uzi Susie because we will be doing maybe like, where is it? It's somewhere here, guys. Let me see here. Because I kind of redid issue 3 to feature where's this? Where is she? Guys, I got so much work just around me. It's insane, and I cannot. Here it is. Here it is. See, like right here, the strip angel, skateboard, sword wielding stripper. This is so. I kind of I really do like my observation with Fast X, which is in the Fast and Furious franchise, every single villain becomes an ally in some capacity. And I love that rollout. I love that idea. I just love that so much. I think it works. I think it's perfect for like what to like just like what to expect. Okay, out of a like franchise you're going to get a installment of every 2 to like 4 years, right? And I'm like debating if she's going to be introduced as an ally or a villain for Uzi Susie later to turn her, because I wanted to introduce another character instead for issue 3 called the Glock Panther. And we have Kryborg. Kryborg premieres in issue 2. And Kryborg is kind of like the original idea was that he just like, it's not that he's programmed to hunt down Uzi Susie, but during his like he comes out of like a sleep, we'll call it, and during this process he identifies Uzi Susie as an enemy and then tries to hunt her, and then like she's later saved with the help of Glock Panther. Like something like that. But I just think this character though fits more into the Uzi Susie world than Glock Panther and Kryborg. Even though like one half of issue 2 is dedicated to like the origin of Kryborg. It's just stuff like ideas. Once issue 2 kind of is really prepped for press, just the file. Okay. I'll be back promoting that and doing more streams about it. Yeah, dude. Yeah, the neck. I look. There's always a side of me, just when it comes to the way how I view artwork. Right. There's like there's like really kind of like I don't want to call it independent. Like it's more alternative. there's like the like comic book style, and then there's like alternative. And we're kind of in an age now where like there's like alternative is really like more palatable than this. Like this is basically dead. Like it's not even dying. Like this style is dead. It doesn't mean people don't like looking at it. But alternative, I always feel like if alternative could kind of meet this in the middle with traditional comic book storytelling, meaning we're working in grids, we're focused on what's happening within the panel, we're focused on showing what's happening, we're also focused on leaving things up to the viewer, stuff like that, and I just feel like alternative style translates to alternative storytelling, and that's a little bit of the break for me a lot of the times, because I don't think the two meld all the time. But dude, like I definitely like want to see more of this for sure, and I definitely want to see more of this. yeah, dude, we're speed lines all day here, but the bane of my existence right now, though, is completing Cosmo Cat. And Cosmo Cat was a complete 6-issue story that we were doing for this anthology. And like this, what happened was, because of like the storytelling, we're almost at page 3. Like, so like I doubled the pages because I wanted to highlight things. Like I wanted things to be of a focus. If that means we're sacrificing the actual story, like so be it. Like I will always take that chance. I will take that risk. I will take that risk in disappointing the publisher and writer. If there is one, I gotta complete this. And then the other project right here, like we'll just kind of like, I guess we can reveal it. It's this guy, Philly Fist, who's just like a Philly version of Crypt right here. Let's take Crypt and let's throw him into Philadelphia, PA. And the idea for this, like right here, like these are the first 2 pages. Well, pages 3 and 4 actually. It's or 2 and 3. I'm sorry. Is that he kind of see, like, if you notice, because wrestling is so big in Philly, like lore. They're going back to like the ECW days, the ECW arena. See, he has this like wrestling belt, and it's like this. It's an ancient Greek wrestling belt discovered by the colonial British. That basically, like it's almost like a belt of victory, but it's mystical, right? So the belt also takes revenge when there's like a loss. So he almost gets resurrected every time Philadelphia loses a sports championship. And that's the hook. So like, but this would be like what we have now would maybe be like 12 pages, maybe 16, for free, included in all like Uzi Suzy packages and Trial by Fire packages, or maybe even sticker packages, because we will have stickers available on the website also very soon. It's just stuff, guys, and that's a little bit of the distraction when you have a slowdown on production is, believe it or not, like those stickers I mentioned, there was one of them, no exaggeration, had to get reprinted 4 times. So, and that becomes like a week thing, right? Like you order the stickers, you wait for them, boom. But then like that week translates into a near month. So again, like things can happen very quickly and they can go downhill in certain ways very fast. But I've been trying to kind of get better with 2 rollouts for like purchase and rollouts for free, which this would be also available for free on akapad.com. So it's just like I said, we're always interested in like what I do, finding different ways to bring that to people. Yeah, Nick, there's right now on Etsy, it's only one edition, but it's like what we have here is Uzi Susie. Uzi Susie here, and you know what, guys? Like, we'll pitch this, and I'll jump ship. There will be a video drop later, I promise, and there will also be another live stream later. So Uzi Susie essentially is a 12-hour comic, and like we'll just get into it. But it's also, and I kind of talk about it here, like just really where it came from. Again, like I give credit to the individuals that like inspired this, that I saw on Instagram. But then there's also the absolute love I have for Hobo with a Shotgun. And like, so the idea is that after the movie Hobo with a Shotgun, the world, like that city, okay, which is basically it's not Scum City, it might be Dread City. I kind of like retconned it here a little bit, and you can see it here too, like, but what we do with the scans is I keep them fresh, and you can actually see like the whiteout. That's just how I want to present it. But the idea is that after you watch Hobo with a Shotgun, you can like read Uzi Susie to see kind of like what happens with the city after after his death, essentially. But Uzi Susie, again, it's a 12-hour comic, and it's a quick read, zipper tunes, and like this is her origin, and so much of this is connected to drawing things one time, drawing things fast, not really thinking about like what you're drawing, and just effing doing it. That's really like what I want to put out there, and that we're like this is more than sold out. This is getting low. Like I shipped a couple out to people who wanted them through like Instagram and stuff like that. But I haven't made like a real push on this because of my delays for issue 2. But it also ships with like trading cards. So every issue has new characters. So the idea is that there's at least 2 new characters introduced in every single 12 pages of Uzi Susie. Those 2 characters get trading cards. That's just my commitment to new characters and new ideas. So just be on the lookout. You can always DM me. Sometimes expect a little bit of a delay, but I'm always available. Like otherwise, like I am one of those constant communicators, and I don't know. That's just the way I was raised. But so we have the shield here, real quick. Right, we got the shield. I'm just, I guess we can kind of sign off. I just hate signing off with 2 quick things to kind of go. I mean, the shield needs a little bit more detail. But all right, guys, thanks for hanging out. A lot of this will be, yeah, Hobo is great, dude. Hobo. So part of like, once I get a couple, maybe at least 3 issues of Uzi Susie under like my belt, I will be pitching that because I have the info for his agent, for Jason Eisner, or Isner. Is it Isner? Or the writer, director, creator of Hobo with a Shotgun. I believe he's co-writer though. And I do want to pitch it to him. I really do. I feel like he should direct the Uzi Susie movie. He just has like the perfect aesthetic for it. But guys, let me get going. We do have a business day. I will also be on IG Live coloring this via traditional Prismacolor markers. I got 2 of these to go through today as well. So like big rollout, big production day. I do have to make my way to the office and to the gym first. But guys, always flattered. I love hanging out with all of you. Thank you guys so much.